Hello and welcome. We're back with Malarian. You might be wondering two things. Why in the world are you still around in these places? And why does it look like something threw up in your inventory? Well, quite simply, I just really wanted to get the crafting up to where it was something useful for what we can make. Um, I didn't check. I do. I can upgrade this. We have the super pink shoes. But uh, we're actually going to complete the new quest over here. Do we not have that? Apparently not. Okay. Well, we'll accept this. He has work for us. I would hope so. Gentleman named Wawaruka. So appreciation for his continued patience, I would present him with a choice of bespoke garments. See you out on Onyx Lane and offer your services. Oh, and remember, you are representing me, so equip yourself accordingly. Okay. Okie dokie. Yep, I've had time, and frankly, I really wanted to get the crafting up to where it was actually doing something for us. As I said, as we keep going, though, the more I'm reminded how much everything is entwined. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, so he's the quartermaster for the Miners Guild. Alright. New cotton scarf and a pair of cotton shepherd slops. I've got her on their last legs. Dum bump. I see what you did there. So I've got this last tab actually has most of the stuff that I'm going to be turning in. As I said before, I will gather as much as I possibly can and turn them in and make as much as I can between sessions, so you don't have to see me crafting all to high heaven again. Oop. Both are high quality because I'm able to make those. Oh, nice. Bloody nice. Nice little scarf to go over his face. Big Rose did alcohol. You can eat a chocobo to water. You can lead a chocobo to water. Ooh. That one looks like it's midnight blue. I gotta upgrade my spinning wheel. And that doesn't look half bad, actually. I kind of like that look. So the next one I'll get is level 20, where we can start installing materia. I may have gone through the effort of getting all the stuff that I need for the first couple of levels of mining. I don't know if I made the stuff for Goldsmith. I'll have to check. I'll have to check and see. I think I did. Alright, so she wanted 50 bone chips. I've got bone chips. Got a couple extra, but I'm keeping those. Okay. In addition to learning where to find materials, but of knowing who needs them. Armors and blacksmiths are the best customers when it comes to ores, and goldsmiths struggle to ply the trade if you didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Alchemists use rock salt, cinnabar, and bone chips. Or knowing whence it comes and whither it goes, be sure to have a... Oh, yeah. No, looks like glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. I want that lantern. That would be so cool. Okay. So we've got that. I don't need either of those, so I'm going to just grab the coins. Like each one of these coins sells for 100 gil, so I'm guessing there's something like collector's items. Only teasing, which is not to say that it isn't true. Working tirelessly. Yep. Oh, Amanja and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns the hall, but they've kindly given us a loan of it. Send a request for procure less widely used minerals. Commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond ad hoc arrangement. 99 pieces of obsidian. Well, you're in luck. I have 102. Oh, they're taking them to the Colosseum. Oh, the Makahilo. You can actually make a Makahilo, and it's used by the gladiator. Before men learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was the most coveted thing, so it was a razor-sharp edge. Of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor, but there's still folk... It's one of those things. If it looks pretty off, if it looks fun, toss it in the Colosseum, right? And this is what I wanted. The sledgehammer. Also, I'm going to get a straw hat. I want that straw hat. I'm going to update the gear. I'm going to go ahead and grab this quest. Deep Canyon, the Vice Foreman. Ooh. Anyway, I guess. Yeah. And there's Deep Canyon. Vice Foreman of the Concern. Oh, sure, I'll be good like every other miner. And you're an adventurer. Adventurers are fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for old dog. But it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a job in miner to deliver on an order for the concern. Mind to assign you work, real work. Before I do, I'm obliged to test you. 10 ounces of high purity cinnabar. I shouldn't pose too much trouble for the guild. Speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guild master about your little test. She's the one in charge around here. Won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. And we'll jump over here. Cinnamars have been used to make quicksilver. Found at certain types of rock, and you barely need a sledgehammer to get at it. I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, Cinnamar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners, and here you are, tasked with 10 onzas of the stuff. They tend to twist the terms a little bit, so basically 10 ounces. Not be help you dig, but I can point you the right. So it's just outside the Sunrise Gate. Rocky outcrops there. No need to yield Cinnamar. 10 ounces might sound like nothing, but take it from me. You'll have to work for every one. Okay. Not a big deal. So there's that. And I was annoyed to notice that I need alchemy for some of the stuff that we make. If we want to make some of the really good staves and such, you need alchemy. Yes. Brief history, known as quintessential brews or potions. The profession itself arose from the desire to achieve as of yet unrealized ambition. And still is the discovery of a process that can transform base metals into gold or silver. The mystical medium thought necessary to perform this transformation is the Philosopher's Stone, which is believed to have Panacean properties and capable of bestowing eternal life. Though success yet eludes us, years of endless experimentation towards this golden goal had the initially unintentional consequence of unearthing a wealth of knowledge in the field of alchemical medicine. Regretfully, alchemical potential to enrich the lives of the masses was first met with a wave of distrust, as our ability to help create helpful compounds was akin to dabbling in back-alley witchcraft. The profession eventually gained credibility in Uldal through its integration into traditional medicine by Frondale's Frontistery, an institution known for producing respected physicians. Once the city's shift in perception became known, budding alchemists wishing to study without fear of persecution journeyed to Ul'dah from every corner of the realm. It's not long before this gathering of inquisitive minds banded together to form the Alchemists Guild. Thus, while our organization is intensely focused on perfecting and sharing the fruits of our research, it's also paramount importance that we uphold the reputation of alchemy itself as a legitimate discipline. If you would revel in the secrets of our art, then you must be prepared to shoulder the responsibility I have described. Take a moment to dwell on these words before you truly enter the world of alchemy. Alright. He's rather intense. Yes, he is. So let's go over to Severian. Not a lackey? An inspiring alchemist? Speak up and pray I heard you arrive. Specifically requested that I be disturbed for nothing less than the coming of a sudden calamity. I appear as a kindly mentor to you. My research demands an absolute and uninvited vision. Be gone before I am forced to. But wait. Yes, you may very well assist. Be the very assistant or I had a change of heart. Congratulations, I approve your application to the guild. It is with great pleasure that I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge. Dispense with the intermittent initiation ceremony. Here's your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. So, we'll grab that. Recommended gear. We'll add that here. Move up. Move up. There we go. Let's go talk to him again. Now that we have the alembic. An auspicious beginning. We hold it without hurting ourselves. We'll see if we can continue this trend of unexpected success. Well, aren't you a wonderful drink of water? Making a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply an end result of purifying a murkier sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides the perfect introduction to one of alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it into a pure form. To perform the rudimentary exercise, I shall require a pail of muddy water and a water shard. The impure water can be purchased at the supplier near the entrance of the guild. The name momentarily escapes me. Esbinet, yeah, that was it. If it happens that you find this basic task beyond your abilities, then mayhap alchemy is not a discipline for you. Which would be quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Well, that's fine. While I was out there gathering stuff, I got what I needed for this. There's the quicksilver we can make from cinnabar. Animal glue can be made from animal skin and a bone chip. Growth formula alpha, which really is used for wands. Enchanted copper ink, not really a whole lot use for that. There's the maple wand, which requires growth formula alpha. Leather grimoire used by arcanists. And antidotes, which require the grass viper and rock salt. I'll make one more. And I'll do that crafting off the screen. There you go. Magnificent. Your transformation into an alchemist has begun. You understand the liquid treasures you have made? Yes, it is still simply water, but now possessed of almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredient for all manners of wondrous concoctions. On the other hand, a potion created from impure water is not only unlikely to have the desired effect, it may very well poison the imbiber. Well, that doesn't sound good. Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how crystal clear it has become. Not the most flavorful of libations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. Tell me, how did you feel in the instant of its purification? Such a fine result must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. To glean a pristine drop from filthy swill, it is a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to the rush of triumph in the moment when physical laws bend to one's will. The greater your mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic the feeling becomes. Go, fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and revel in each success. I return now to my experiments. When next you disturb me, I expect your skills to be worthy of a guildmaster's chosen assistant. Oh, he's going to give me more muddy water. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Do-do-do. One more trip. This time to the goldsmith's chamber. Honestly, a bit surprised to see you. Most newcomers find Gigi's evaluation so harsh that we never hear from them again. Oh, the poor thing. I'm glad you found that to take him seriously when your copper wasn't fit for a chamber pot. I mean, really, it doesn't even make sense. You can make a chamber pot out of anything. Yeah, I hope you've been working hard. Wants 3 copper gorgets. Dig some up yourself, or befriend a lonely miner and convince him to share some with you. However you choose to obtain your materials, I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Well, here we go. We have 3 copper gorgets. Yes, I do want to trade that. Gorgets, your gorgets are gorgeous, Greenhorn. Oh wait, I meant grotesque, ungodly, and affront to the gods themselves. For shame. Beg your pardon. I'm afraid constructive criticism isn't one of Gigi's strong points. Or rather, yes, your gorgets are well made, strong, and functional. That's the least they should be, as they're meant to protect one's throat. Comes to basic pieces like these, we don't have much creative freedom. Still, that doesn't mean we should put in less effort, especially since the techniques used to craft simple accessories are the same ones used to craft elaborate ones. Like then, you've learned how to handle your hammer, but there's another tool I'd like you to get acquainted with. So now we have a grinding wheel. Yep. Do we need any of these? We don't. I'm taking that. I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't. Oh, it's you. My heart was about to fail me. I thought the angry miner had returned. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see, and he made his sentiment clear. The only way he knows how. There was a mention of the miner's mother and an aldegoat. Never mind all that. I have an urgent task. So order for a prodigious quantity of copper rings. Honest God's commission. You'll have to satisfy a paying customer, not your kind and lovely guildmaster. I believe that you could do more than simply satisfy. Now the customer is waiting, so you best get started on those copper rings. Well, when they're ready, come and show me. What? I got plenty of copper rings. You're drunk. Oh! They want the other ones? Oh, they want those copper rings, not these copper rings. Oh well. I'll deal with that later. Okay. So we've got all that done. And since we do, let's go take a time out to burn. He wants me to go talk to Momodi over at the Adventurers Guild. Doot 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 run. Aw, the poor guy. Welcome around here is a rabid wolf. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldernard Trade Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalth, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hell, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah. It's true that there are some that don't, who aren't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them more they want. Most of us are decent folk, just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, and for that you have my respect. Why don't you rest a spell? So, we can now use an inn room. Oh, and the levs are open to us. The levs are good for if you're running, if you need some experience, but you don't want to do just random running around and killing things. It tends to help. Okay. Let's see. Fellow named of Dadanan needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those with the means to buy them. I sent any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon. So West Stanland. Okay. Oh, I do believe that I've actually... Oh, we'll talk to him. Battlecraft levs, trade levs. There's also gathering levs. So really any class that you have that you just need that extra little bit to get to the next level, you can do that. You can only save up 100 of them though. So we're going to rent a chocobo. Ooh. Oh. Did they change this? They did. Oh, sweet. So they changed this. It used to be that for many of them you had to choose where your location was. Now, if you're going from your main town to someplace, you can simply borrow a chocobo and go. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to take a left turn right over here before the coffer and coffin. Go past that, the ruins over there. And we'll get over to West Stanland pretty soon. Can't believe I made the wrong copper rings. Fortunately, there is a benefit to this. It won't happen right now, but I'll still have use for that. For right now, though, they're just going to sit in my... Yeah, I'm not worried about you guys. I'm just passing through. As you can see, our first bar right here actually changed to the same things as the mountain that we're riding. It doesn't happen too often, but often enough. And I might want to move that sometime instead of having it right in the middle of the road. So let's go ahead and dismount and talk to Dedalin. Trading settlement. This sees goods from the port of Vesper Bay to the west. Keep us running around busy enough that he wishes that he had chocobo legs in place of my own. Alright. We'll pick up some quests here. Gobby Bag Brown. Sure. Come out of a premium product and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, it could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair, nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. You trusted a man named Drunken Stag. There's your first problem. Happens to be profitable and legitimate. Eyes of the Serpent. Okay. Let's talk to the Brown Blade right here. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. I've procured four iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Let's go to Toto now. Okay, they want me to kill a couple of Peists. Okay. So I gotta be careful with those, because they will run and go get help. Okay, so he wants me to put the traps right here. And then I also have to go over there to do that. So I will do that in the next episode. As always, take care and goodbye.